April 8th.
Al mismo tiempo que ella los mira, lo está viendo
That would be
Johnny.
April 8th, 2016, correct?
I'm not quite sure. I don't see the year written on there, and I don't recognize it yet.
It would be a couple weeks. April 8th would be a couple weeks before your birthday, though, right?
That's correct.
Just to confirm, this is a note you wrote to Mr. Depp, right?
That's what it looks like, yes.
And on the second page of this note, you wrote the following. Quote, "I'm sorry I can get crazy. I'm sorry I hurt you. Like you, I can get wicked when I am hurt, when I feel provoked, shattered. And last night I was. I felt abandoned about the Lily Rose thing, felt absolutely bewildered about your not coming home on my last night here, and was heartbroken and angry after many attempts in vain on my part to rectify the situation and make amends on the last night of what was otherwise a gorgeous trip with you. I'm so sorry for my part. None of this is meant to be an excuse for hurting you, because the truth is, nothing is. There's never a reason good enough to hurt you. You are the last thing in the whole world who deserves it. Last person I ever meant to hurt. I love you, Steve. I am forever yours, Slim." Did I read that correctly?
That's correct.
Ms. Heard, let's take a look at Defendant's Exhibit 423, which is already in evidence. This is a picture of you with what appears to be straight red marks on your arms, correct?
Those are scars from the broken glass.
And they're straight and red, right?
I disagree with how you characterize that, but they are red, yes.
And they're on your left arm?
Yes, that's correct.
Ms. Heard, you have a history of cutting yourself, don't you?
I do not.
You cut your arm once as a teenager, isn't that right?
No, I said I wanted to. When I was put on birth control pills when I was a teenager, I felt crazy, and I said I felt suicidal.
Since your testimony under oath that you didn't report to Dr. Hughes, your retained psychologist, that you had cut yourself as a teenager once?
I said I had told my mom that I wanted to when I was a teenager.
Ms. Heard, we heard some testimony from you yesterday about
En esta parte le muestran una foto, bueno, les leen todavía otra parte del diario que escribió en abril y le dice a Johnny que le pide perdón, que ella quiere enmendar todo lo malo que ha hecho, que no se merece que le traten mal. Entonces, todo eso es lo que crea una confusión a la gente, pues sí o no, ¿es ella la abusada o es él? Y luego muestra la foto donde ella tiene en sus brazos unas marcas rojas, que ella dice que eso fue que Johnny la hirió cuando estaban peleando y que eran scratches, y entonces ella le dice que ella le dijo a su psiquiatra de que ella pequeña había querido hacerlo, cortarse, que le dicen que si a ella tiene tendencia a cortarse y a hacerse daño. Ella dice que no, pero al parecer como que el psiquiatra dijo algo y entonces ella termina diciendo, sí, bueno, yo le dije a él, que yo le había dicho a mi mamá que quería hacerme eso. O sea, sí o no, ¿dónde está la consistencia y la inconsistencia de todo lo que dice? Realmente yo digo que esto va a ir para largo. A veces me parece que va a ganar ella, a veces parece que va a ganar él, pero la verdad, todavía está por verse.
which seems to be from April 8th. You were here in this courtroom, right, Ms. Heard, when Malcolm Connolly testified to taking this picture?
That's correct.
This is the picture. This picture shows an injury to Mr. Depp's face, doesn't it?
I disagree. I've seen this picture.
Okay, Ms. Heard,
I've seen
I got
this
the
picture
answer. Thank
before,
you.
and
You
he's
disagree?
not injured in it.
He's not injured in this picture. That's your testimony. Fine.
This one is Photoshop.
Ms. Heard, I have your answer. Thank you. This is the only photograph from our honeymoon that shows someone with an injury, correct?
That's not true.
We haven't seen any photos of injuries to your face from that train trip, have we?
I don't believe my face was injured on that trip.
Let's take a look at Exhibit 91A at page 46, going back to the Love Journal. This is a note from you to Mr. Depp, right?
That is correct.
This is a note you wrote on July 22nd, 2015.
That is correct.
And it starts off with the words, "My husband, happy honeymoon," right?
That's correct.
Ms. Heard, please take a look at Plaintiff's Exhibit 91A at page 67. This is another note from you to Mr. Depp in your journal, right?
That is correct.
And this one is dated August 1st, 2015.
That's correct.
And you write, "That's enough. You've held this book hostage long enough. Although I can't wait to read my note, I also couldn't wait to tell you how much I adore you. What a beautiful, extraordinary, magical, memorable, wonderful, stunning, surprisingly evolving, and impulsive adventure. I couldn't have imagined a more gorgeous honeymoon. I love you more and more every passing day. XX Slim." Did I read that right?
That is correct.
Let's take a look at the journal entry starting on page 68. This is another entry from you writing to Mr. Depp, right?
That is correct.
And this one's dated August 2nd.
That is correct, yes.
And this one is a longer one, so let's go to where it ends on page 70 of the journal. And you write, quote, "I hope that things said in anger and pain were just that, and that you miss and love me too. And that is what matters most to you. You may say you stand by everything you said and did, and that there is nothing you can learn from this, but I don't feel that way. And it's important for me that you know that. I love you and I'm sorry. I miss my warm, loving husband. XX Slim."
That is correct.
And sad, the word sad is crossed out.
That is true.
Next, we have a journal entry from you on page 89. This is another note from you to Mr. Depp.
That is correct. The whole book is love notes.
So this is dated August 15th, correct?
That is correct.
And here you write, quote, "My love, why do we fight? Ever? Why? I love you more than anything else. Are we that uncomfortable with being vulnerable? Were we scared? Or is it something else? I don't know. But I am sure of one thing, and if it's that I can't imagine my life without you. I love you. I will do better. I am sorry. X Slim." Did I read that correctly?
That is correct.
It's your testimony. This was a love journal.
That is correct. It was primarily love notes and
Apology notes from you to Mr. Depp.
The book was more of a love note book, and part of that communication, obviously, since we fought so much, it was important for me to, try to nurture as much peace as we possibly could. And when things were good, they were really good.
Y en resumidas cuentas, terminan de leer el libro. Estas son solamente les estoy poniendo las partes del cuaderno que ella le escribe, que ella dice en esta última parte de que solamente se convirtió en un cuaderno de notas de amor, en la cual ella pues dice, muchas cosas muy intensas, muchas cosas que ella misma se hace ver culpable, ¿verdad? Y ella, como vieron esta foto que aparece ahí, pues está la evidencia que él aparece primero con el dedo que se había cortado y luego con la cara golpeada. Y cuando le preguntan que no hay fotos de ella, que nunca se ha tomado una foto lastimada, ella dice que no. Entonces, es bien difícil, es bien difícil. Yo pienso que cuando la gente tiene mucho dinero, hace cosas y dice cosas terribles. Yo sé que, bueno, yo soy una persona que vivió en abuso por mucho tiempo, no de una persona, sino de muchas personas, y pues a veces, independientemente del tipo de abuso, uno quiere a las personas, uno las ama con todo el corazón, ¿verdad? Y entonces ahí es donde está la separación y es donde uno dice, bueno, cuando te cae el 20, hasta aquí nomás. Pero también en todo lo que se ha visto dice pues que Johnny Depp ha sido un hombre que fue maltratado cuando era joven, ¿verdad? Y yo como persona que viví por eso también sé que uno tiende a opacarse, a humillarse, a tener temor, a no querer estar solo y un montón de cosas más. Pero en resumidas, como decía mi papá, mis bellos, 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 preciosos, mi papá decía, en esta vida nada es verdad ni es mentira, todo es según a través del cristal de que se mira. Así que imagínense que estos trails y todo eso llevan 8 horas diarias y todavía va para rato. Así que sigamos viendo y siguiendo pues a estos amantes de Johnny Depp. Me encanta Johnny Depp, me encantan todas las películas que ha hecho, hasta las que hace de loco, me fascinan. Y yo lo sigo a él. Y entonces, pues sigamos esperando, ¿verdad? Y que gane ni ella ni él, que gane la verdad. Así que muchos besitos. Y aquí está pues mi comentario de esta situación que está ocurriendo ahora. Bye bye, besitos. Nos vemos a la próxima.